when I became the awesome person I am, and she got all the dull parts. You know, responsibility, not throwing your money away on video poker. $23. Thanks a bunch, Las Vegas Airport. You can gamble right there in the terminal. Should have quit when I was ahead. Yeah, so in that scene, you'll see the people dancing in the background don't look anything like the people in the Labyrinth scene, if you've all seen Labyrinth. I actually saw, somebody was like, you should really check out this movie Labyrinth. I'm like, how old are you? 15? You weren't alive when I was watching that movie. Sad. Yeah, the people in the Labyrinth scene have like those fabulous masks and all these ball gowns. The people in my thing are actually a direct homage / ripoff of The Nutcracker on Ice, starring Dorothy Hamill, 1981. You can actually get a copy of it on Amazon, I think for like $75 on VHS. But when I was a kid, that and Labyrinth was something we watched every winter, you know, every like Christmas. That and Rich Little's Christmas Carol, filmed off of TV from 1970s. In The Nutcracker on Ice, starring Dorothy Hamill, which was remarkably cheesy. All those characters, the wind-up soldier. Hi! No, I just see these floating heads. I want to see if they're attached to anything. They are. Everybody calm down. You know, the toy soldier with the wind-up thing, the two peasants dancing in the back, the chick with the guy and the chick with the French marionette masks, they're all in there. And people are like, you ripped off Labyrinth. I'm like, no, I ripped off Dorothy Hamill.
I thought they looked familiar.
Have you seen that? Nice, somebody has seen it. Don't you understand? Your mom is awesome. Hi, baby. He's like, oh, I'm contracting so many germs on this floor. I know. It's so great. But yeah, that was what I was ripping off. Anyways, so my sister didn't have a complaint about that, but she has a complaint about every single thing in the whole world. And she's like, you know, you shouldn't have any sort of violence in this book. I'm like, it's kind of tough. It is a horror book. And also, you shouldn't have anything like that are scary, because like, you know, like, what if little kids read this book? I'm like, it says 13 and up, right on the cover. Actually, I think it's maybe 14 and up. And 13, 14, it's different in different countries, I know that. And in fact, in Hungary, it doesn't have a rating at all. Go Hungary. And it's also, apparently I'm really huge behind the Iron Curtain. That doesn't exist. I'm like enormous in the Czech Republic. It's like Finland, Hungary, like all these different countries, because it's in all these crazy languages. And the only reason I'm huge over there is because there is literally nothing else translated. They either have to read me or be bored. And they've had hundreds of years to be bored. So I'm just like, Jane, seriously, it's got an age rating on it, okay? And she's like, and she's like, yeah, but what if parents give it to them? Like, what if parents make their kids drink bleach? That's not the bleach company's fault. You're still responsible. Yeah, you're just bitter, you're not published. I keep smiling at this camera because I'm afraid she'll see this and be like, Mom! Mary said I was unpublished! Jane, you are. They gave you $30,000 to write a book. You ain't written it. I'm working and jogging, competing in 10Ks. So boring. No, I just helped out at her museum. My sister is actually incredibly awesome because I just helped out at her museum, which is Heritage Museums and Gardens, and we did like this Halloween carnival for all the kids to come to and everything. And they have an indoor carousel with all these antique carousel horses on them. And I was like, you know, they have like the really old ones that you're not allowed to sit on. They have like rabbits and toads and all these like crazy old things from like Victorian age. And when everybody was gone and the whole place was empty, my sister flipped on the carousel and I got to ride it all by myself. Dressed as a ballerina. I was like doing all these crazy poses. She's like, sit down, you're gonna hurt yourself, no stunts. You're actually gonna damage the horses. I care more about the horses than you. Look, I'm riding two at once. She's like, I'm gonna tell Mom. I'm like, I don't care, I don't live at home. You live an hour and a half away. I live 2 hours away, or 5 hours away, so there.
How old is your sister?
She is, I hate to say it because, you know, she'll be like, I want to tell me my age. She's like 33. I am younger.
Sister older?
Oh.
Just say older. Younger sister, the way she talks.
I am not over 30.
I didn't think so.
No, my sister is much older than me. I have a younger brother. Do I treat like a younger sister? Hey Nancy, you want some Fruit Loops with that? Call me Nancy. What do you say, Darlene? I ironed your skirt, so you're all set to go out with that dream date of yours. Somebody dropped a handkerchief. I think it's yours. My brother's a big guy and an engineer, but I think he's. People say me and my sister look alike. Like we look like we could be like twins, which A, I don't see. She's a brunette, and she's got blue eyes, and she looks exactly like Jodie Foster. And B, does that mean they're saying that I look much older than I am, or that she looks much younger? Either way, I'm mad. If I look much older, I'm mad about that. If she looks much younger, that's not fair. I want to be winning all the time. Yeah, so there you have it. Actually, Aunt Jane, Dinah's aunt, is named after my sister. And I tried to make her look like her at first, but then I kind of got away from that, especially since my sister was like, I don't look like that, blah, blah, blah. Nothing makes me happy. I'm a vegetarian. She won't make me bacon. She makes me bacon when I come to visit. I'm like, this, I don't know, what is this? It's bacon-ish, but it's not bacon. Hey, baby. It's like, I'm having so much fun today. Oh, man. I'm being corrupted from the inside by my parents taking me to these crazy conventions. You're so lucky, baby. One time when I was in college and I was like 19, I went to a con, and I didn't tell my parents because I knew they'd be mad because I don't know why. And so I told them I was going to a job interview, and this was KatsuCon 2003 when we got so snowed in that they declared a state of emergency in the state of Virginia, and no airplanes were taking off. And my dad's like, so, you went to a business thing? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, uh-huh, yeah, your picture's on the front page of the paper in the Hartford Courant saying that you were at a convention. I'm like, ratting me out again. This is not the first time either. It's like every time I turn around, that paper is taking my picture. Or they're paying me to write hilarious articles. Because one time I called up when I was like 16, and I was like, hey, I want to write an advice column for children. He's like, what? I'm like, I picked your name at random out of, apparently there's more than one editor for a newspaper. I picked you. You're the lucky one. Give me an article. He's like, no, would you like to write an editorial about why marijuana should stay legal? I'm like, I guess. He's like, because we need students to do that. I'm like, oh, I'm a student, I'm in college. And he's like, okay, well, it's $80. I'm like, I can't afford that. He's like, no, we pay you. I'm like, oh, that's even better. I'm not really the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm really not. Your books are, thanks. Your books are so amazing. Cereal goes where? I put it in the fridge again. Yeah. Who took my bird? Who took my bird is going to be my catchphrase now. I'm going to shout it at people when I answer the phone. But oh, it was so great though, because after they paid me and I wrote this article and everything, and it was really fun, and you know, I got an invoice from them just to prove that, you know, they paid me for my time, and it says Hartford Courant marijuana $80. Yeah, just laminated. It's like sometimes things just come together. It's terrific. Hi, baby. I like kids when they're other people's kids. Never have one of my own. I would be like, wait, does the baby need to be washed while I go out shopping? It's not going to do anything. It's just going to lay in its crib. Yes, I'm referred to as an it, even though I spent 9 months giving birth to it. I haven't checked to see what gender it is. I figure I'll just wait until it decides. I want to be on my back. What are you doing? I had a thing going. I was going to crawl away. Yeah. Aww. Oh, kids. I hate kids. But for some twist of evil fate, they love me. Because like I'll go to like even if I go to a kindergarten, even if I was a cop going there to arrest a teacher for doing drugs on the job, just like kind of wait in there, freeze! Kids just crawl all over me. I have like a kid jacket. Go to a family reunion, which is no joke because my parents both have 9 brothers and sisters, and they all got married, had 3 kids, got divorced, got remarried, had 3 more kids. Wow. I have 56 first cousins. Italian, Irish.